Hi, I'm Austin Russo from Stylecraft Gamma Plus.
This is the story about a man called Austin Russo and his brand Stylecraft. We're going to cover every last detail from past to present about this man and his brand and what goes on in the barbering world, and let everyone see for themselves so they can make their own opinions. Austin's father, Ken Russo, worked for Babyliss, and when he left, there was rumors and accusations that he was fired and left on his own will. We don't actually know which one is true, but what we do know is that he went and set up the brand Gamma. Ken would have had access to all the contacts, all the factories, everything he needed to set up his dream company. And why wouldn't he? It was an easy idea, it was an easy plan, it was always going to work. Now, we don't know for sure that his son wasn't making money at the time. We heard a few rumors that the man, let's just say, couldn't keep a job. That's the nicest way to put it. So his father said, I need to help out my son. So what he did was help him set up the brand Stylecraft. I do believe it was 2006 when Stylecraft posted their first YouTube video. Now, it wasn't anything to do with barbering. What it was hairdressing products. Diffusers, hairdryers, GHD, hair straighteners. This was their market until Austin saw a gap in the barbering world. Austin had an advantage over anybody else when he was entering the barbering clipper trimmer world. His father had the contacts for him, but there was only one thing standing in Austin's way, and that was pure ignorance. Austin couldn't build the friendship he wanted to with the factory manufacturers. He was rude, pushy, and demanding, and they did not like that, and they still don't. Austin being gifted a clipper brand, being a silver spoon baby, of course he was not going to have any manners. And the manufacturers knew this instantly. And this is what put a halt on the brand. Austin's relationship with the manufacturers was simple. It was business only. If he had have been more polite and more human towards the manufacturers, he could have gotten things a bit better. So months went by, and the manufacturers received an email from a random man they knew nothing about. And you guessed it, ladies and gentlemen, that man was TPOB. TPOB had reached out to the manufacturers. He seemed interested in the brand, and he wanted to sample some products. At first, the manufacturers didn't really take TPOB too seriously. And also, Austin didn't really even know who he was. He had a little idea, but he had no idea what was about to happen. And this is where the story gets really interesting. It was only up until a couple of months with TPOB and Stylecraft now in the same factory, having the same products, didn't seem like it was going to be any problem at all to Austin Russo because he knew nothing about TPOB. Until he realized that TPOB was starting to become the fastest growing clipper brand in the world. So quickly, Austin reached out to the manufacturers and demanded to stop selling to TPOB instantly. And Austin, as a spoiled brat on the upbringing, was never really used to hearing the words no. So when Austin heard that this man, TPOB, was still allowed to sell, even though Austin had a problem with it, that's when he decided to start to get dirty. The manufacturers had no problem whatsoever with both brands selling to any country they wanted to. There was and still is about 20 plus more smaller brands, but they are under contract on where they can sell and ship to. As TPOB was matching the amount of sales as Stylecraft, TPOB was making huge orders, and he also gave a massive deposit with 6 digits plus, which the manufacturers had held in their own account, which is a lot of money to anybody. And once Mr. Rosso got word that TPOB had a huge deposit with this company, that's when he knew he had his time to shine. Austin had contacted TPOB directly, wanting to have phone calls, speak about business. But really, it was just about one plan only, and that was for TPOB to not sell to the United States of America. TPOB was not aware that Austin Rosso was crying to the factory about jokes made about Austin, jokes made about barbers, and he used this to get the manufacturer's side. They bonded a little bit towards this, but it was a bad idea for both parties. This is where we believe Austin started the blackmail process. If you sell to the United States of America, you will be blacklisted from this manufacturer and we will keep your deposit. This came from the factory and from Austin. Now TPOB was in a bad situation. Now TPOB had to make a decision. Was he going to stay a small brand, or was he going to reach the top? With the manufacturers in China having a huge deposit from TPOB, but I believe this was bad karma for Austin and the manufacturer, because this is when the clippers and trimmers started to go on fire. They started to explode. They started to burn in people's hands. It even went on a news channel about what happened. And TPOB was no fool. He started to hear and see this happen. So as he cautiously watched, he cautiously pulled away from the brand. They didn't know this, but TPOB's orders slowly went less and less for the right reasons. TPOB wasn't going to keep investing in a brand that would not listen to him about exploding clippers. TPOB reached out and asked the manufacturers, what's happening here? The manufacturer said, you can keep ordering or you can leave. They didn't care about barbers. They wanted profit, and that's all they cared about. TPOB even reached out to Austin himself to express his concern about the products not being good. But Austin said, if you don't like the products, leave. We don't care. So this is when TPOB knew this was not the company for him. So as soon as TPOB used his deposit money for the last few orders, they were wondering, where is he going? What is he doing? He pulled out and he left the brand. Austin was confused. Why would he do this? We have the greatest products in the world, he claims. TPOB knew this was not true and this was his ego speaking. But really, Austin has no choice, because Austin's manufacturer come from the brand MRD. And they were already a brand before Stylecraft joined the factory. So without MRD, there's no Stylecraft. And this was not a good option for TPOB to stay involved with, because at any moment this brand could pull the plug on either of these. This definitely wasn't a company you would want to invest millions of dollars into if you knew at any moment they could have a bad day and try to tell you to leave and keep your money. It was bad business from the start. TPOB knew this. But Stylecraft, on the other hand, had no choice. They had to stay with the company, and they still are with them now. As time went by, more and more clippers have been exploding and blowing up, and there's no reply from Austin. He made a video and posted it on YouTube, and they sent back thousands of clippers with a battery fault, they claim to be. But since then, there's even been more. No word from Austin. They've not spoken out about this, and they've deleted the video about the take back of the clippers. We believe they just simply don't care. What else could it be? We don't know, and we're still trying to find out what it could be. We have even seen attorneys post YouTube videos about the Stylecraft products, and have they exploded in your shop? And if they have affected you, please reach out. This is happening right now. This is no joke. I hope this comes to an end, because it's only a matter of time before something more serious happens with these exploding products. Let me know your thoughts. Have you ever had an issue with one of these clippers or trimmers? Should they be stopped? Let me know in the comments. This is serious. As far as the story goes, TPOB made the best decision of his life to leave that manufacturer. He is now the world's fastest growing clipper brand in the world, providing the best quality products for the best possible prices. And if you want to purchase any of these amazing products, please use code TOADLIQUOR on tpobusa.com. The Play Clipper has left every other brand puzzled. They cannot crack the code on how this clipper is so amazing. The performance is on another level. Check it out for yourself. Check it out on any clipper review video. The Play will be mentioned in comments because it's the GOAT. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like, subscribe, and click that bell, because we want to post more. And if you want to hear any more of these stories, let me know in the comments, because I want to post more. I've got hundreds. So let me know. That's it from me. I'm out. Peace.